everyone. Today for a really good dinner that's very impressive and you can make in like a very large quantity, we're going to make a shrimp boil. So all we have here is just a big pot of water, the biggest pot you can do when you'd boil water in or whatever. So what we have here, we have about 4 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to go ahead and put this in. We're going to make a really flavorful broth to cook everything in. So let's go ahead and put this in first. Just mix it around a little bit. Now, we have Cajun seasoning, but I would recommend using Old Bay too. So if you don't have this, just use Old Bay. We're going to use this. We'll make this nice and flavorful. Let's do about a tablespoon of that. It smells good already. It's black pepper. That, we're going to put in some bay leaves. I'm going to put in 2. Some more flavor. 1 and 2. These are small. If you have a big one, just use a big one. So now we have that in there, and also we're going to put in 2 lemons. I just went ahead and quarter this one up. Go ahead and put them in there, this and everything, just like this. This is going to give it a lot of flavor too. Go ahead, cut it in half. All the juice, whole lemon in there because the zest has even more flavor than the actual juice. So, fun fact. Perfect. Wash your hands off. Go ahead and mix that up just a little bit. We are also going to put just a little bit of seasoned salt just because that's how we like it. And all the shrimp are going to be cooked in this, and it's going to taste so good. Say about a teaspoon of that. Alright, so now we are going to add some onions because that's going to give it even more flavor. We just have 2 small onions or a large, 1 large onion, whatever you want. Onions also give it really good flavor. I'm going to cut them in half, just like that. Peel off this. Beautiful. Maybe I'll quarter it. Nice and chunky. Just throw it all in there. Alrighty. It's kind of a nice messy meal. Kind of throw it in there, just let people grab out of the pot and get what they want. So good. Get that. Do this again. So we want this to come up to a boil, and we're going to add our potatoes. We are using some red potatoes. Just right here, we're using about 1 pound of red potatoes. I would say a pound, let's see, about 1/4 pound per person of potatoes. And then we're going to do about 1/2 pound of shrimp per person too. So, alrighty. Last one. Go ahead and throw this in here. Now we're going to do it in increments of whatever takes the longest to cook. So potatoes take the longest, then corn. We have some kielbasa, and then some shrimp. So we're going to go ahead. If they're really small, just like this, we're going to put them in whole. But if they're big like this, we're going to cut them in half. Very rustic, whatever you want. Go ahead and put this in here. Throw them on in. This one's small. This one's small. This. If they're bigger, you can just cut them in big chunks, but you want them nice and big because you don't want them to get mushy and overcooked. So you want to make sure you don't cook them too long. Right, 3 more. Alrighty. We're going to let these cook for a little while. We're going to add our corn, and we'll see you back in a little bit. Alright, so it's only been a couple minutes. I'm going to make the cocktail sauce. I just want to show you. These aren't quite ready yet. You want them to be a little bit more fork tender. These are still pretty hard to get off. Alright, so those have some more time to do. So now we are going to make cocktail sauce. Now you can go and buy some if you want it, but this is so much better. Just like this. So go ahead and put about, let's say, 1/2 cup of that. Just like that. 1/2 cup of that. Ooh. I'm going to use, this is chili sauce, and this is the secret to really, really good sauce. cocktail sauce. We're going to use about, if I can get it out, that'd be great, about a 1/4 cup of that. Perfect. Now for the star, horseradish. I like mine pretty spicy, but if you don't like yours really spicy, you don't have to put as much in. Let's go. This is new. Just like this. I'm going to get, it's a teaspoon, and a smaller thing. Alright, let's say 2 teaspoons to start with. See how that looks. Alright, that's looking good. Maybe just a little bit. We're going to do a little splash of Worcestershire sauce. About a teaspoon of that. Mix it in here. Let's see how it is. Now you can adjust the the horseradish to your liking. I like a lot of it. It needs more. 1 more teaspoon. Let's say 3 teaspoons of horseradish for a spicy one. So good. Perfect. So now just a 1/2 of a lemon we're going to squeeze in there. Take that. Put the juice in. Just like that. Don't want any of the seeds in there. I love lots of lemon in mine. Wash the hands. And perfect. There you go. Now you're done. And this is homemade cocktail sauce. Instead of that crappy stuff you buy. Alright, so it's been about 10 minutes and we don't want our potatoes to be completely done. So I'm going to show you how they look. You can put your fork through them and they're kind of fall off. So that means they're almost done. So we're going to add our corn now. Let this cook about 5 minutes, and then we're going to pop our kielbasa and our shrimp in, and then we're done. Very easy. See you back in a little. All right, so it's been 5 minutes with the corn. We're going to go ahead. I have my kielbasa. We're just going to do it in nice big chunks, just like this. Just like that. Let me cut it in half a little bit. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and put this in. We don't need to cook this because it's already cooked, but we just want to kind of heat it through. That on in there. And then, for the main event, shrimp. We have about 1.5 pounds of just Gulf pink shrimps. You can use any kind of shrimp you want, but you want to make sure that you don't get ones that are already cooked. You want them raw, or else it won't taste as good. So these, we're going to go ahead, pour on in there. And these take no time at all to cook. So you want to make sure you watch them. As soon as they start, these are already pink, but as soon as you see them start curling a little bit, you know that they're done. And go ahead. See, look at them. They're already starting to curl. Almost done. Very, very quick process here. And then we have this. We're going to go ahead. Have some chopped parsley. We're just going to go ahead and throw this in last minute. Give it a little bit more flavor, some pretty color. How good that looks. Perfect to entertain with. Make sure you do it last minute though. Alright, almost done the shrimp. Alright, so they're ready. About 30 seconds more. And also you have to remember they're kind of going to cook on here. Go ahead and just take it all out. If you just want to dump it out, that's fine. Just going to go ahead and put them on our platter. Everything, lemons, everything. That's why I said it's very rustic. Very fun to do for a family meal. Just put it in the middle. You can really get it to it. Ooh, parsley's on there. Looks good. Got our potatoes and the onions and the kielbasa. Especially the shrimp. This looks great. And also you want to make sure you have your cocktail sauce ready and all that other stuff. All right, I think we almost have it. Oh, look how much this makes too. Perfect meal to do in a big thing. Alrighty, well there you go, shrimp boil. I hope you like it.